Here's everything you need to know about the first decade of the 21st century in 7 minutes. The globe fears the Y2K bug.
Y2K.
The ball drops. Planes don't fall out of the sky. The new century's first crisis is averted. Thanks to Budweiser, Americans have a new greeting. Federal agents seize 6-year-old Elian Gonzalez in Miami. He's sent back to Cuba.
Elian is safe.
The GOP nominates George W. Bush.
So help me God.
Democrats choose Al Gore. The first crew of the International Space Station moves in, just days before the closest election ever.
Gore has retracted his concession.
Florida becomes the center of the universe. Recounts, butterfly ballots, hanging chads, and Katherine Harris enter the lexicon. 36 long days later, the U.S. Supreme Court halts the recount. W wins the presidency. Gore later wins an Oscar. Bush is sworn in as number 43.
God bless America.
Not everyone is happy. Bush signs a huge tax cut into law. Many people are happy. Apple unveils the iPod.
What is iPod?
White earbuds become the decade's top accessory. September 11th, World Trade Center, the Pentagon, Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Nearly 3,000 die. Americans unite, flags everywhere. The U.S. invades Afghanistan. The Taliban falls, but Osama bin Laden escapes. Bush signs the Patriot Act. A decade-long constitutional fight begins. Anthrax scare makes opening the mail a very scary proposition. Everyone blames the terrorists. An American Airlines flight crashes in New York. Everyone blames the terrorists. Turns out to be pilot error. Looking for an escape? The world is captivated by a movie about a boy magician. Homeland Security unveils color-coded terrorism alerts. Yellow is bad, orange is worse. Halle Berry becomes the first black woman to win the Best Actress Oscar. She cries a lot. American Idol premieres. Simon's the jerk.
Dreadful.
Paula's the sweet kooky one. Randy says dog.
Check it out, dog.
Congress authorizes military force. Wait, aren't we already at war? Terrorist bombs kill more than 200 in Bali. CIA Director George Tenet says the case against Saddam Hussein is a slam dunk. He's wrong.
That's my fault.
Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrates over Texas. Another hit to America's morale. Colin Powell makes a case against Iraq at the UN. He says Saddam Hussein is tied to Al-Qaeda.
Iraq, Al-Qaeda. Saddam Hussein and Laden.
He's wrong. Shock and awe. Baghdad falls. Iraqis pull down a Saddam statue. They beat it with shoes. Mission accomplished. Or not. Martha Stewart goes to prison nicknamed Camp Cupcake. A blackout darkens much of the Northeast. Sweaty New Yorkers camp out on the streets. Madonna kisses Britney. California voters elect the Terminator.
We are California.
Saddam Hussein is found in a hole.
We got him.
He needs a shave. John Kerry wins the Iowa caucus. Howard Dean screams. Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake teach Americans what a wardrobe malfunction looks like. The CIA admits there was no threat of WMDs in Iraq.
No weapons of mass destruction.
Social networking site Facebook launches on the heels of MySpace and Friendster. Lord of the Rings wins every Academy Award it's nominated for.
Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
3/11. Nearly 200 people are killed in Madrid by terrorist bombs. Images surface of American soldiers abusing prisoners at Abu Ghraib. Massachusetts becomes the first state to legalize gay marriage. Ronald Reagan dies at 93. The DNC nominates John Kerry for president.
Reporting for duty.
Barack Obama, who gives the keynote address. The speech is really good. The country forgets about the Iraq War and focuses on Vietnam, swift boats, and windsurfing. Opposition candidate Viktor Yushchenko is poisoned in Ukraine, changing his appearance overnight. Kerry flip-flops.
I actually did vote for the $87 billion. Before I voted against it.
Loses election, no recount necessary. Also on the ballot? Gay marriage, 11 states ban it. Billboard begins ranking best-selling ringtones, a $4 billion industry. A Southeast Asia tsunami kills more than 200,000. Bush begins his second term as president. His speech is about freedom.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
And tyranny.
Tyranny, tyranny.
Pope John Paul II dies. Pope Benedict is installed.
We have a new pope.
Baseball stars are called before Congress to testify about steroid use.
What other supplements did you use?
I'm not here to talk about the past.
Terry Schiavo becomes a ping-pong and right-to-life battle. The right-to-die side wins. Terrorist bombs kill 52 in London. 2 weeks later, copycat bombers fail. Hurricane Katrina makes landfall. New Orleans fills with water. Bush tells FEMA director Michael Brown he's doing a heck of a job. He isn't. Over 1,800 people die. John Roberts becomes Chief Justice after William Rehnquist dies. An earthquake in Kashmir kills more than 80,000. U.S. death toll in Iraq hits 2,000. Iran says it has produced enriched uranium. But President Ahmadinejad says he wants peace and stability. The world is skeptical. YouTube explodes, creating a new type of celebrity. Like this guy. This kid. And her, too.
Hi, guys.
President Bush vetoes federal funds for stem cell research. Liquids are banned from airplanes after an apparent terrorist plot. Millions of water bottles end up in the trash. Pluto gets kicked out of the family of planets. Pluto lovers are despondent. Borat opens in theaters.
My name is Borat.
Proving that Americans are gullible. And maybe racist. PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Wii are released within 2 days of each other. The game console war is on. President Gerald Ford dies at 93. Just 4 days before, Saddam Hussein is executed in Iraq. Grainy cell phone video shows his chaotic hanging. Nancy Pelosi becomes the first female Speaker of the House.
Madam Speaker.
The U.S. undertakes a surge of more troops in Iraq. Opponents say it won't work. It does. A Virginia Tech student goes on a rampage, killing 32 people. It is the deadliest shooting incident by a single gunman in U.S. history. So far. The Sopranos ends with a Journey song and a perplexing cut to black. Confused viewers think their cable went out. It didn't. Burmese monks lead protests against the military junta. The junta cracks down. Botox is the most common cosmetic procedure in the United States.
Botox, baby.
American wrinkles are injected more than 4 million times in 2007. Mike Huckabee wins the Iowa caucus. But John McCain has more friends.
My friends.
Barack Obama wins Iowa. Hillary Clinton wins New Hampshire. 48 states to go. A pregnant transgendered man causes a sensation on Oprah. Internet meme Rickrolling sweeps the nation. A cyclone in Burma kills over 100,000, while a China earthquake claims more than 85,000 lives. After 4 years, the ladies of Sex and the City reunite, this time on the big screen. Clinton concedes, throws support behind Obama, but does she mean it? Reality television is officially validated. There are now 3 Emmy categories for shows where people eat bugs, dance with stars, and work the runway. Michael Phelps wins a record-setting 8 gold medals at the Beijing Olympics. Obama taps gaff-tastic Joe Biden as his Veep candidate. The political bromance begins. McCain picks the Alaska governor
Sarah Palin.
Sarah who? As his running mate. Election quickly becomes about lipstick.
Lipstick.
Lehman Brothers files for bankruptcy. Wall Street panics. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson begs Congress to save the U.S. banking system. Bush signs $700 billion bailout.
We have acted boldly.
Wall Street is relieved. Presidential election is now all about the economy. And this guy.
Joe the plumber.
Joe the plumber.
Joe the plumber.
Joe the plumber.
Obama becomes the first black president. America has changed. Terrorists kill more than 170 in Mumbai. Obama names Hillary Secretary of State.
Thank you for this honor.
Hatchets are buried. An airplane lands on the water. Everyone survives. Sully is our hero. Obama is inaugurated. Aretha Franklin wears a big hat. Obama signs stimulus package to jumpstart the economy. It's big. A swine flu outbreak closes schools and sends hand sanitizer flying off the shelves. Iran holds presidential elections. Ahmadinejad wins. Opponents protest for days. TMZ.com breaks news of Michael Jackson's death. News sites and Twitter crash. Bill Clinton travels to North Korea to help free 2 American journalists. Momentarily steals the spotlight from Hillary. Ted Kennedy dies after a long battle with cancer. His dream of universal health care eludes him. Obama is awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. The world responds with a collective, huh? A lot happened in the decade, but we couldn't include it all. Tell us what we missed.